It's a little after 10, so we're going to get started. First of all, I want to say welcome to our press conference and our rollout of the Nextbus passenger information system. This is a perfect complement to our hybrid electric buses. Our mission is to provide the latest in public transportation technology. And what this new system will do for our customers is provide real-time passenger information, and it does that in a number of ways. The key to success in public transportation is convenience, and that's what this system does. It will tell you where your bus is and when it will get to the place you are. You can also program this system to provide information that will provide information as to when the bus comes. In other words, you can program to say, for instance, you're sitting at your desk and you want to know when the next bus will come to the stop that you're at. You can program this system to alert you 15 minutes ahead of time, or 10 minutes, or 5 minutes. So that'll give you time to walk to that particular spot and catch that bus. So it's very convenient for our passengers. Some other features are real-time signs that we're going to have at selected stops, where a person can go to the bus stop and see the electric sign there, which will tell them the time that the next bus will arrive at that particular spot. You can access it by phone. You can access it on your website by computer. The marketing department has put together a video which will explain how the system works, and we're going to run that right now.
The Winston-Salem Transit Authority is harnessing the latest GPS technology to take the guesswork out of riding the bus. The Nextbus system gives bus riders the ability to track the location of WISTA buses in real time. They can also receive alerts on their smartphone, tablet, or computer when the bus is about to arrive at their stop. To use Nextbus, go to wstransit.com. On the home page, select your bus route from the drop-down menu. Next, select the direction you're going, inbound toward downtown, or outbound toward the end of the line. Then select your stop. The web page will display the approximate time that the next bus will arrive at that stop. Each stop has a unique number. It is displayed with the arrival time. If you type that number directly into the box at the top, you can get your arrival time even faster. You can also call 778-3876 and enter the stop ID to get the predicted bus arrival time over your phone.
Parkway Plaza, inbound Peters Creek Parkway and Walmart. Next vehicles in 32 and 35 minutes.
There's also a link to view exactly where the bus is on the route, and a link to set up automatic alerts by text or email when the bus is on the way. You can receive alerts just once or on a regular basis. Recurring alerts can be customized to reflect how long it takes to get to the bus stop. For example, if it is a 5-minute walk to the stop, you can set up the alert for 6 minutes before it arrives. You can also receive route alerts to tell you about accidents or other service disruptions on your route. Nextbus uses GPS technology and a proprietary algorithm that incorporates historical travel data to track vehicles and predict vehicle arrival time. By taking into account the actual position of the buses, their intended stops, and typical traffic patterns, Nextbus can estimate vehicle arrivals with a high degree of accuracy. This estimate is refreshed constantly to provide riders with up-to-the-minute information. The same system is used to project estimated arrival times on message boards that WISTA is installing at major bus shelters and the Clark Campbell Transportation Center. For more information about the Nextbus system and the Nextbus mobile app, go to wstransit.com.
But I want to welcome Councilmember Dan Bessie and Councilmember Durham Montgomery for coming today and really supporting WISTA as they have in the past, and supporting this technology here. I also want to welcome Mr. Keith King, who is the Vice Chairman of the Winston-Salem Transit Authority Board of Directors. I want to ask Mr. Dan Bessie and Mr. Durham Montgomery to say a few words. I want to invite you.
As you can see, I am not the most facile with technology. However, I can use this system. I came on the bus Route 20 this morning, and as anybody who's ever seen me coming into the council meetings on Monday night knows, I tend to do it at the last minute. So it's a good thing that I can check the Nextbus technology and see that in fact it was 1 minute till the bus was to arrive at the stop a block away from my house, which means run, Dan. And I got there just in time, got the bus, and smooth travel on the way downtown. Things I can do on the bus I can't do when I'm driving, of course, just as a reminder. I could check my email and respond. I could and did exchange messages with a friend, and I could go to my Facebook page, respond to an inquiry about last night's streetcar vote via that, and post a photo that I was on the bus on my way downtown for the Nextbus conference. And it's the kind of thing that you can do when you're taking advantage of public transit that you can't do when you're driving. The reason that more people don't take advantage of the public transit options here in Winston-Salem is largely a factor of timing. We're not able to run the system on the frequency that would be ideal for folks on many routes and in many situations yet, and as a measure to make the service that we have put together more accessible and usable for folks who have time constraints, is this kind of technological solution. So, you know, you can't stand out there and wait for an hour for the bus and hope that it's coming, but when you know exactly when that bus is going to arrive at the stop, suddenly it makes it more usable. And everybody's got these phones now. I don't know what percentage of the American population, adults literally, has phones that can use this information now, but it's something extraordinary. As I was on the bus coming in, every other person on the bus had one of these, and they were doing something with it. And the others were, you know, sitting in a circle in their seats chatting. So again, things you can't do when you're driving. So this is what we're doing now to make the system more friendly to customers, more accessible and interesting to the discretionary riders, so that we can expand our ridership base, so that we can be even more useful to the folks that depend on us on a regular basis, and so that we can keep moving forward with a balanced transportation system in Winston-Salem. And I'll stop there and let my colleagues comment.
I will try not to be redundant, as Councilmember Bessie and Mr. Barnes have done a great job in giving a synopsis of what the Nextbus system and technology will do for our riders. And just to once again thank WISTA and management here for being able to see that this is something that will benefit, as well as like to thank Mike for the great design of this new website and helping to integrate this new technology into this website. But as we look forward to this, and as Councilmember Bessie already stated and showed this morning with his own actions, that this system is going to greatly benefit, number one, the current riders who ride this bus system. It's going to make it more efficient for them to understand and know how they can leverage their time better, because time is something we're always looking for more of, but hardly have time to find it. So if you know the exact timing that that bus is going to come, you have more time to get done what it is you need to get done, and being able to plan out how soon you need to get to that bus stop to catch that bus. But then also, I'm hopeful that this has the opportunity to entice some of those individuals who may not be riding that bus to say, hey, let me check and see when that next bus is coming, and maybe I'll decide to ride the bus because I have a better understanding of when that next bus is gonna arrive at that bus stop. One day, hopefully, I will do what Councilmember Bessie did this morning and catch the bus stop that's actually right outside of my house and travel for the day. But I think it gives, again, for us the opportunity to make sure that the system that is available for individuals is more efficient for them and more available to them. And I think this technology does it. And I think that there's more opportunities for us and more technology. As technology continues to change, we have to be available to integrating that into the systems we have, because technology has shown us that sometimes it can be difficult to use, but other times it makes life a little more simple. And I think that's what this does. So again, I say thank you to all who helped to make all this come together.
As one that works in the community and lives in the community, that the Nextbus, being owning the store, I see a lot of people that come downtown that they tell me they missed the bus, or they run into the bus and different stuff like this. And as Councilman Bessie Montgomery pointed out, pretty much everyone has a smartphone now. So this gives them the opportunity to not only, like on a day like today, I wouldn't want to be standing at the bus stop. If I knew the bus was coming in 5 minutes, 4 minutes, I would run to the bus stop. So I think this is a great opportunity. I think this right here will go a long way. I think that technology will continue on to get better. But like I said, I own a store downtown, and a lot of people come in and they have opportunities to catch the bus, and they're just on a time restraint, and they really want to know when that bus is coming. And we even have posters up telling schedules, but this right here will give them a better opportunity that it even give you a text, say, hey, you better get to the bus station, the bus is on the way. I think it's great, and I thank the city council for what they're doing, the Winston management for what they're doing, because I think this is a great idea.
This is the rollout for this system. We're going to have more public information events here at the Transportation Center. We're going to provide pamphlets. We're going to provide person-to-person information as to how to use the system. So this is just the beginning. At this time, I want to entertain any questions that you may have about the system.
How's it funded?
How's it funded? This was funded by a grant from the NCDOT, which provided 90% of the funding for this project.
And the cost, this is one of your initiatives, wasn't it?
Yes. Cost was $349,000.
What will be the locations for the digital signs, the new signage?
Well, we're going to put them ideally at the malls. There's one at the Forsyth Tech campus that's already been installed. It was installed a couple of weeks ago. Hospitals, some of our major stops. Right now we have 7 planned. As we go on down the road, we're going to put out as many as we can at our major stops. And this will coincide with what we're doing right now. We're going through a comprehensive operations analysis where we're reconfiguring all of our routes. So we're taking that in consideration as we plan the system.
Can you tell us how you're letting the public know more about Nextbus technology?
So our marketing person asked the question. Why don't you answer that question? We're doing radio, and we're doing some TV commercials. And as I mentioned, we're going to have a public information event here at the Transportation Center. And we may get some requests to go out into the different wards and provide the same kind of information to them person to person.
Will this be a utility as we make changes to the routes to help familiarize folks that have been depending on the bus with the new timing and new routes?
Oh, absolutely. We're as I said, these two systems well, the comprehensive operations analysis and instituting these two systems are very, very compatible. In fact, when we put the new system in place, the new routes in place, they will help very much to make it much more convenient for the public to access public transit. Any more? Well, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. Again, thanks to our council members, Councilmember Bessie and Councilmember Montgomery, and also our Vice Chairman of the Transit Authority, Mr. Keith King. Thanks so much.
Thank you.